to the infinity of the universe, far beyond the warm circle of their sun. Mankind threw its dreams into the blackness, and from the dreams, the network of outposts, colonies, and stations tumbled out into reality. This celestial sprawl was, in effect, a tapestry of autonomous communities, each with their specific and distinct identity, governance, and philosophies of defense, not underpinned by a singular authority. The bulwarks of human cunning, together with their strong grip, spanned across the galaxy, giving testimony to their creators' adaptability and living by rules of their own making. However, the Zephyr Conglomerate, known for an expansionist agenda and the enslavement of the weaker species, considered humanity to be an unorthodox foe and thus a kind of weakness that can be exploited. These, the Zejasoni, have for prime victims of their imperialistic ventures, with their rigidly regimented society and ambitions that brooked no desire but dominion over all. They descended on the human territories with their war fleets, thinking it an easy victory through rapid subjugation. Contrary to their expectations, the Zephyr encountered a resistance as diverse as humanity itself. Before the New York Military District even got a chance to evacuate its civilians, the settlers of Liberty Rock, a mining outpost of the American coalition, were evacuating theirs and enacting a scorched earth strategy. Traps were laid, automated sentinels left to greet the invaders when they struck quickly from strongholds secreted in the asteroid belts. The Shinsei 7 Science Enclave, a beacon of Asian technological might, had metamorphosed their station into a citadel, going so far as to install advanced defensive systems that would repel the first incursions of the Zephyr. New Timbuktu, an agricultural world, terraformed under the African collective. Turning the new ecosystems into death traps, people trained at the art of asymmetrical war would slither into the dense foliage, unannounced, to strike and recede back into the verdant death they had fashioned. The crossroads of commerce and diplomacy, the trade hub Delta would issue a call, overriding bickerings of factions like freelancers, merchants, and renegades to mount a defense as one. They would strategically run strikes along the Zephyrs of the supply routes in order to repel control by upsetting the operational abilities of the invaders. Under the Oceanic Pact, they would plunge into bold assaults deep in the Zephyr formations and would melt away into the cosmic sea, leaving their enemy floundering in disarray while allowing the tip naval fleets to deliver a crippling blow to the enemy. The citizens within the stronghold of New Berlin had turned their living environment, which was the stronghold of the European alliance, into an invulnerable fortress. Every passage and plaza was a line of fortification, showing resolution not fitting for a civilization that seemed to be at peace. Their homesteads stood as indomitable fortresses, emblematic of their unwavering will to resist. Thus, against this labyrinthine opposition, the Zephyr Conglomerate, whose clearance wars of aggression with their traditional enemies found themselves ensnared in a quagmire of predictability. The divided nature of humanity, so many times told to be a weak point, turned out to be their greatest advantage by confusing the invaders through unpredictability and their strength. A unified coalition of human forces launched a counteroffensive that breached deep into Zephyr space. It did not merely target fringes, but trailblazed toward their central systems, with an aggressive and audacious move that would certainly begin to signal humanity's rise from the besieged settlers to galactic contenders.